4 or 5 years ago, I had this crazy idea to burn our existing garden boxes using a Japanese technique called Shou. My hope was that that would preserve the wood, as we had opted to save some money and use construction-grade lumber rather than cedar or redwood. I have had a number of questions since then about how those boxes have held up. The answer is that while we eventually dismantled that garden, the wood held up surprisingly well. And that's pretty impressive given the fact that I burned them in place and not all that thoroughly. So this year I decided to make a proper job of it. We built 3 garden boxes, each about 20 feet long by 5 feet wide. That's a lot of dirt and a lot of wood to burn. While Shou, again the Japanese wood burning technique I'm using here, technically refers to burning cedar, and it does work great on cedar, I'm taking liberties and burning construction-grade Douglas fir, because that's what we have in abundance here. The benefits of doing this are twofold. First, it costs a lot less than purchasing more expensive woods that are typically used for garden boxes. 2, the burning preserves the wood naturally, protecting it from the elements and from insect damage. The process of burning the wood is fairly straightforward and simple. Regardless of the size of your garden, burning the boxes is a big job, so don't get one of those tiny torches you can get at your home improvement store. Get a propane tank and a larger igniter flamethrower thing. Harbor Freight does have one you can pick up pretty cheap. It is easiest to burn the wood before assembling the boxes. Be sure that you are set up somewhere safe with a water supply and a hose nearby. We burned ours in the spring on damp grass and had no problem at all. I wouldn't try this same job when it was dry, however. The problem is not that the wood will catch, but things around it, so be smart, be safe. Give the wood a good deep char. You may need to go back over it a couple of times. Wood does have a high moisture content, particularly the construction grade stuff that you get at the big box stores, so it will take a lot of heat. Aim to get it to an alligator skin type texture if possible. It won't take long for you to get the feel of it. Burn both faces, the sides, and the end grain. After burning, get a scrub brush and scrub it all down, or have your children do it. It will feel like you're removing a good amount of the char, but scrub them up. That's surface stuff, and you really want to make sure that it's gotten down into the wood. It is a good idea to then go back and repeat the burn and scrub process a second time if you're up for it. Look at those boards, all burned, scrubbed, and ready for oiling. After some research, I chose to seal the wood with tung oil. Now, the stuff you can get at your home improvement store will work. It's not the greatest. I've linked in my post some stuff from Amazon that you can get, or head to your closest Woodcraft or Rockler. It's much better. Brush it on, rub off the excess, and bada boom, you are done. You can assemble those boxes in whatever way you would like and get gardening. Now, over time, the nice, bright, clean black does give way and get dirty, but, well, it's a garden. To give you an idea of how these wear, this photo was taken in June, about 3 months after the boxes were originally constructed. And here they are again 3 months after that, with a new fence in the background as an added bonus. Now you can see that they really don't look any different. I don't expect that to change much at all over time. I expect them to hold up great. And be sure to check out www.thecreatedhome.com for more details and a link to the supplies I used. And be sure to subscribe for more DIY projects, tips, and tutorials.